That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 23-yard run. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, you had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? You've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And they're going to get him down real short at first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
60 versus 60 versus back to 60. Panther 11.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, break.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And he He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight run.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a play fake. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To throw again on second down. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Again, it's Brady. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Fournette will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it?
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Running right, here's Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that, because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Charles, he's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here's Hurts to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds. And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down. And it will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Let's go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback?
INT, it's Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And only able to get 2 here.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays at that spot. 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure hits there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They do get 7 on that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This is caught by Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Brady to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. From the 31, Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Fast footwork by Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Another run here with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
Yes, this is about what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
To throw is Brady. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end.
On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping whenever I'm in your town. The Warriors say.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, White. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. White. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is
was the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, White. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. White. Pass incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Jets have a first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now White with a first down throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to...
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now White. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. From the 10. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Brewers. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Then you're a capable runner. Oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
And that's complete to Sanders. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Sanders. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. Kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On first down, it's White. Open man downfield is Davis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. He's got it. So they went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Here's Hurts to throw.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. White. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now White. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
I can't believe this.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. White looks to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
the gun, it's White. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's White.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. White uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
They'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 33. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
From the 16, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-point line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get it.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to... near the 25. that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has a first throw for the backup Wilson. And Davis has it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Jets.
Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. There he goes, right side. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
Chauncey Gardner. The ball comes out. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Wilson.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was...
And now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20. And they are going to score a...
I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the stop trying to look. You do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. All that text and calls. Run me that making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on past, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times finna he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me. Pap.
First off, let me talk my got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my it's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sing.